Hola, I am a Spaniard, whether you like it or not. So, I get a lot of people in my life telling me that I'm not Spanish. And the reason that they tell me that I'm not Spanish is because they don't know what they're talking about. Because to them, if you're a Spaniard, you have to look like the so-called King of Spain, even though he's of a French dynasty. Now, as you can see over here, I'm not going to show my hairy nipples because women like them. I don't want to tempt them. As you can see, this is not brown. Are you blind? Are you blind? This is not brown. More light. More light. You see, my face is darker because it's exposed to the sun more. This is never exposed to the sun. I never take my shirt off outside because I have a bit of a flab going on, because I used to think that because of my fast metabolism that I could eat as much as I want. I was wrong. I plan to get rid of it. I plan to fast and stuff. So part of me is skinny, part of me is fat. So I'm embarrassed. Besides, I don't want to tempt women. I used to think, oh, men can go outside because that's what my society taught me. But no, you should cover your nipples if you're a man, because women like nipples. I found out the hard way. And and so yeah, like, you have to be blind to not see that this is a light color. This is not the color of someone native to Africa. Natives to Africa are brown, like Egyptians, like Moors. I'm going to show you more. So this is a native color. This is my native skin color. And this is the tan color. Now, there are images of Alexander the Great who was tanned. So if I'm not European because I tan brown, then neither is Alexander the Great, after whom I'm named. So I'm going to go and show you a picture of Alexander the Great so that you can see he tanned. So where am I going to see? Images. Alexander the Great. Hold on. Alexander. I have to use a non-screen keyboard because my keyboard got messed up. Alexander Pompey. So this will show you how the ancient Romans depicted him, which is closer to the truth than how modern people depict him. So let me get a big picture so you can see more clearly. Hold on. So he's tanned. This is not white, this is bronze. This is a tan color. As you can see, hold on, let me compare myself to him so you can see better. So there's Alex, and here's Alejandro, named after this guy, who was prophesied in the Bible in more than one place. I might do a video on the prophecies of him destroying Tyre and stuff. So, who has darker skin, me or him? He does. So if I'm not European, neither is Alexander the Great. You got crushed, I was going to say atheists. I'm used to saying that. You got crushed, racists. You got crushed. So now let's go back over here to this video. So this guy bothered me. Kevin Lopez. Look at his last name, saying he's Hispanic. I think the Portuguese have an S instead of a Z, so this would be a Spanish last name. But Kevin says that he's a gringo, probably. So he's probably from the US, but with some Spanish ancestry in the Germanic sense. In other words, I'm a false Spaniard, a fake Spaniard. You're not a real Spaniard, Kevin. Kevin needs to kev out. I cringed. You are not Spanish, European, or white. Really, really. Let me show you just how Spanish, European, and white I am. Let me show you me as a baby. Where was it? Here it is. So here I am as a baby. He says that that is not Spanish, even though, yeah, it is Spanish. What is a Spaniard? A white person with dark features because they're native to the Mediterranean. This is exactly what a real Spaniard looks like, you ignoramus. European or white? He says I'm not white, but he's blind. You know, Hitler has the same color as this. Let's go to a picture of Hitler. Let's compare Hitler to me. So if I'm not white, neither is Hitler. Let me type Hitler. Hold on. Get the on-screen thing. Hitler. There you go. There's no color version that's legit, but this is probably like how he looked. So let's go with this one. I don't know if he had blue eyes, but whatever. Look at the Templar cross, because he was a Templar. Which explains why he let the Brits escape at Dunkirk. So, here is der Führer, ja. Ist ein Deutsch und ich liebe Deutschland. So, let's compare him to me. I'm going to be over here. Hold on. Well, first I'll compare the baby me. So here's me as a baby. Take it, consider I'm white and pink here. White and pink compared to Hitler. White and maybe a little bit of pink. Why do white people have pink sometimes? It's because we don't have melanin covering our skin, so the blood vessels behind the skin are more apparent. That's why we look reddish sometimes. If I do a lot of exercise, more blood comes to my face and I get more red. So there you go. If I'm not white nor European, then neither is Hitler, you idiots. You stupid racist shit stains. Glad you're going to burn forever, you lying pieces of shit. You're thieves. You're trying to steal my racial inheritance of glory. Well, it's too bad because the truth is on my side and there's nothing you can do about it. This person ignored all of my arguments. All of them. So he's like, I'm going to ignore everything you said in your many arguments, or at least several arguments. I'm going to ignore all of them because I'm a pathetic coward and I'm a sore loser. I'm going to claim you're a Moroccan even though you proved you're not, which I'm going to get to. And you were captured by the Spanish in the Reconquista. You were a prisoner of war. Now at first it sounded so funny to say that I'm a prisoner of war because I wasn't around back then. How are you going to claim I'm a prisoner of war? Of course he means my ancestors were. Just like he's a savage because his ancestors were. Although originally all people were barbarians. It's just that some people in the Mediterranean had greater access to Asian technology, which is why they advanced first. As opposed to the people, the savages of the north of Europe who were stuck in the middle of the woods, in the darkness, in their huts, and their mud trails. That's how the Germans and the Germanics were. But, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Deus vult. However, they've been on top for a while and now God is taking them down using China. Good job, China. Thank you. Bring down those filthy Germanic racists. They deserve the worst. Now, I do forgive him, but he's still disgusting, so I hate him. God says that he hates all of the wicked. Psalm 5:5. All workers of iniquity, God hates them. I think it's Psalm 5:5. I'm going to go there right now. Actually, no. Actually, yes. So, King James Bible. Let's go. Here in Cambodia, the woman I married said she liked me because I'm light-skinned. Anyway, where am I? King James Version. And Psalm 5:5. Psalm 5:5. Psalm 5:5. Hurry up. I already pressed that. Psalm 5. Muy bien. Vámonos, apúrate. Psalm 5:5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. So I am right to hate everyone who is evil. I'm right to hate this specimen of evil. Kevin Lopez. Maybe Lopez means of the wolf, because lop is like lobo, which means wolf in Spanish, or lupus in Latin. Maybe that's the origin of his name. Yeah, you're like a wolf in sheep's clothing, except in this case, you're like a wolf in a clown's outfit. That's really more like it. So, he said I'm Moroccan, even though my video proves him wrong. So he's just ignoring the video because he's really pathetic and blind and evil and dishonest and cowardly. So here's where I proved I'm not Moroccan. Or Jewish though, even Celtic. I used to believe I was a Berber because I tanned, but I compared myself to Heb Khalid. He is a Berber, and that's me. Clearly, I'm not his race, so don't call me North African, you ignorant, racist fools. Berbers, me. Do you see a difference? If not, you're blind. DNA tests are garbage. So, yeah. I proved him wrong, and he ignores photographic proof. He ignores photographic proof that I am not of his race. No, you gotta be a Moroccan. No, I'm clearly not a Moroccan, you pathetic person. I'm holding back because I want to insult him, but I'm not supposed to be too harsh. I need to be gracious. So while at first I loved his comment because it was so funny, you know, like, you're a joke, and he made me laugh, so I thought it was funny. But after laughing, the more then he shits out this comment. Hold on. He shits out this comment, which I'm gonna delete because people will like it, and I'm not gonna tolerate that shit. Oh, I already deleted it. Wait, where is it? Yeah, I deleted it already. Anyway, I said, your response I deleted because you again ran away from all of my arguments and proofs since you're a sore loser, a coward, dishonest, evil, willfully blind, deluded, and impotent. Was this? He said, I am a Castilian Visigothic warrior. You were captured and expelled to Latino America. This shows... Wow, man. Who says Latino America? How unfamiliar he is with the terms. Get fucked, commie. He pulled that out of his ass. I'm not a communist at all. Yes, you are a keyboard warrior, Visigoth. I love your race. Goths are awesome in Age of Empires too, and I would use them more if they could build walls. I love walls. I already proved I'm not African, you ignoramus. You're so pathetic you don't address even one of my arguments. You're a joke. You argue like a little child with your equivalents of nuh-uh. Maybe you are a child. Goths are invaders to my ancestral homeland, you fraud, and they will never be natives. That's why he hates me, because I'm a native, and he's not. He's a savage. He's a Goth. You're a barbarian. I love barbarians, but that's what you are. You're a barbarian. See, I'm not a racist, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. Goths are barbarians. Oh no, he said the truth. It's so offensive. Sue me. You Goths have a better claim of being Swedish or Polish, as your Germanic race is from that area, not the Mediterranean. And even a 5th grader would know this. But I'm arguing with the dumb racist. It was Goths under Jewish influence who opened the gates for Mohammedans. You were never the master race. Your ancestors were savages in huts, while mine were an advanced civilization, as at the city Saguntum, the Carthaginians and Romans fought over in the Punic Wars. Your race is tall, which makes you like Goliath, and me like David. Turn that around on them. Goths under Jewish influence have ruined my ancestral homeland. Ever since you got raped... By the way, in my series on their fraud races, the blondes aren't natives to the south, I still haven't posted the proof that Caesar admitted to being shorter than the northerners, that the Romans, the original Romans, are short compared to Germanics, which proves they are not Germanics nor Celts. Goths under Jewish influence have ruined my ancestral homeland ever since you got raped by the Napoleonic Franks. Your race let Islam in, and it let French rapist traders in. Slow clap for your race. You really showed superior intelligence there. I really laughed when I typed that. Your people, and even mine, are libtards today, like my family excommunicated. Defiling the land with stupid shit. Liberal shit. Al-Andalus 2.0 would be less wicked than modern libtarded Spain. I welcome you Muslims. Get rid of those disgusting libtarded Goths. In FIU, I had a tall Goth lady professor from Spain. She rebuked me for opposing homosexuality and said she lived during the times of Franco as if he were worse than libtards. I had another professor from Spain, but he was Catalan, and he admired my big black beard of half a year, saying he wished he had my genes. Many Goths were prisoners of war when they fought the Romans or the Huns. Sometimes they beat the Romans, but sometimes they lost. Or the Huns, or when Vikings pillaged, or Napoleon's libtard army ravaged. So you must be a prisoner of war if I were one, you ridiculous hypocrite. You are a disgrace to your barbaric race. You contribute nothing. You are a worthless parasite. God punished the Roman South for their pride. That's why Germanics took over. Don't comment again, inferior person. The Spanish expelled Moors to other parts of the Mediterranean, not America. Calling me communist is absurd. I'm anti-atheist, I'm anti-communist. I'm going to delete your stupid comment. Let me do it right now. Get out of here. I won't let you celebrate your lies. Parasite. Remove.